Collaborating this existence with reminiscence. Infamy that begins from creating symptoms. It's exasperating, sympathy distracts. Old affairs, instant on visuals we wired can't fuse in one waiting. So there's distance upon you and me, higher than you're used to. Don't just stick with this wrong in you, discontinued from the difference you desire taunts through. It's worse, edge extent, worried cause it haunts you. Become pursued, interest my entire wants to. Refer death against mercy, it's overdue. I'm turning to meds, burning with searching. Your worst regret, the tasks awaiting in discouragement. I'm enduring, anticipating, smoldering, hurrying, anguishing, waiting. Your degree of lowering, euphoria, irritating area, criteria, in commitment, reiterating to adapt in the exact assembling of the story once unsettling. I don't want to be alive, expand your visits, come to me idealized in our eager encounter. Collapse war inhibits more within from coming outwards. I realized becoming sour either came out sweeter than dying in a procedure to add more minutes in an hour. How fresh would I devour that I crave? Persistence in pursuing power. What am I doing? I'm trying, it's the lowest, I don't force it, but the vanity is consuming courses. And the thesaurus is in the sport when you afford it. Ignorance reaches source when you abort it. Then consider it warrants loss of interest, though it's little bit importance of absences again before it was sufficient. You replaced my insufficient field prescription, but this mission has had this prisons I held within it, kept destroying me with this resistance. And no assistance, killed subsistence, having consistent premonitions of how I'm acting. My attracting coping mechanisms open the promotive interpretation of levity you gave for the severing it, one possessing immense tense stinks in this condition entering today with no focus. There's so much consequence until what goes unnoticed often, and the apathy reach the center at its lowest. To the bottomless bogus love story is voguish, emotions build in transactions atrocious, neurosis or psychosis. I'm in between with no commotion, but that's a life unspoken, and that's how most is. Causation to cessation of the way I behave is too impatient. Trigger the basic consideration to make a basement of quicker engagement. Away inflated in ecstasy, we got no communication applying. I'd become ghostless, it meant to be. You produce sedation in me without a key. In this crucial location, nobody here's related to me. It's useful for refusal if you waited for consolation. You won't make it from aggregation. Overly dated the evaluations in actual years against an irrational attachable fears. When will the clear chemical imbalance be in any other natural hope but capsules? I hate it cause my mind created information deserving a rehabilitation technique has its situations behind the ambulance. For my reactions, tolerance I stand against can balance this. Aberrant surges that I can't feel, a 0.5% is ponderous when it emerges after numbness, overwhelmed urgence among it. Act in defense, don't manage post-traumatic events that seems candid. Damaged cause they took advantage, traveling through this abstruse passage. If you're entitled to sanity, take it. These suicidal ideations train me, combine agony with confusion to create me a life of delusion. Intrusive thoughts change things since it escaped me. I need to be in seclusion for safety. My advantage is to make me this delivery of misery. Anywhere I can scavenge my mental history. My own antagonist from whatever balance left. I enjoy unhappiness, I hallucinate in. I learn to hurt myself, examinate within. The body mutilations is probably disembodied. The soul is too ill for salvation, self-destruction. I feed on the reduction, a thought is redundancy. Screaming at this point abundantly, I haven't matured. It's always assured when it comes to impulsivity. I choose torture for her submissively. I water fasted to feel hunger active, cause nothing motivates me to wonder attraction. I close my eyes stronger, all I see is gore. I'm getting bored of this world. I wanna punish myself like I always had before. Like chorus, show me something not immoral. Girl, you're a swirl, cause I'm ready to die too. And with God I got no corals. The way these coping skills are just a threat to turn off my thoughts. Only kills faster growing until I can't stop. The pills, I take them still. Concert of first a concern from how it felt worst on them. A wrong concept, have you heard of effects? Or it makes my head work, but physical effort, stress under pressure. So lost, I've been so often thrown off by having no reaction when I'm on it. Prozac is a throwback, I got no act. It helps me itch a scratch, a lanzapine. Once it seemed like I would come to see something clean. Abilify, raise my blood pressure so high. I got bleeding eyes, Latuda introduced another way to suffer. It concludes a lot of restlessness. Akathisia really settles in, a falling feeling. I couldn't feel grounded, lithium I found this help my delirium. delirium is really one take away from everything I've experienced once. Restless to my upper thighs, I got 2 capsules. If one quits, let the other try. One lives, the other deprives. One shifts, the other drives. I'm complete with these pills, I'm not panicked. One pill's competing while the others practice. One sweeps the feeling, the other catches the meaning. One's awake, the other sleeps. One takes, the other detaches. I don't have no fear, these pills go hand in mind. One's blind but hears, one listens, one watches. They're my eyes and ears. If one's away, the other's here. One speaks the other science. One withstands, the other flies. One bleeds, the other cries. These pills read each other's minds.